Well, it looks like Hot Springs is burning up again, and today we're going to talk about that. I'm JB Gunner, and this is the legend of Teardrop. As you know, I'm Teardrop, also known as New to the Wild. Y'all know what the fuck this is. Anyway, man, I don't know what's going on with Hot Springs, but we're going to talk about it here today. It is a story that's going on right now. Let's go.
This is Teardrop, and welcome to New to the Wild.
All right, now as you can see behind me, we got a new story we're gonna talk about as a forest fire in Hot Springs causes partial closure of the Appalachian Trail. But before we get to that story, I just want to touch on a few things. Yesterday, I returned gloriously with a new video, and many of you liked it. You love the passion, you love the fire. That's what I was getting from a lot of you guys. And here's the thing, and I think you're right, is that sometimes I just need a time off, and I've been doing a lot of work on all my other channels, So yesterday, when I did that story, there was a passion, a certain element of fire that was within me. Not the fire that's fucking up Hot Springs right now, but still fire nonetheless. So I noticed that there was still the typical thumbs down. I'm sure my trolls are still out there. And I just want to once again reaffirm for you trolls or you people that's thumbing the videos down that you're a fucking idiot. Why would you continuously watch something you don't like? Come on, jerk off. Make your decision. Just go. You don't have to be here. It makes no goddamn sense. But I will tell you, if you think that the thumbs downs bother me, no. They help with the YouTube algorithm when it comes to participation. So let's just go ahead. Let's continue on. Enough of that shit. All right, forest fire in Hot Springs causes partial closure of the Appalachian Trail. Mars Hill. The U.S. Forest Service has temporarily closed a portion of the Appalachian Trail from Garofalo Gap, I've never known how to pronounce that, to Hot Springs due to the Deer Park fire burning southwest of Hot Springs. As of press time, the fire had grown between 10 to 15 acres, says Bruce McDonald with the Fire Incident Command. Now, I want to start off by saying, man, this shit saddens me. A couple years back, we had the Hot Springs fire that it did a lot of damage. Then we had the Gatlinburg fire, I believe it was last year. I mean, every year in this southern region, we have fires like this. I don't know what we could do about it, honestly. And I hate to say this because I'm a smoker, but I'm wondering, granted, we got to find out what started. And in the other situations, we learned that somebody purposely started them. But I'm just curious, man, what can we do to prevent these fires? If it is a smoker issue, which I'm not saying it is or isn't, despite me being a smoker, I would understand if smoking inside of these forests were banned, honestly. And I know it's going to make some of you dope fiends mad. That includes smoking of anything. But for me, there's got to be an answer. And I know that sounds optimistic, that there has to be an answer to everything. But this, when I saw this story, it just kind of broke my heart. I'm like, not Hot Springs again. Hot Springs is a beautiful little town, and I've been there a few times, and I love it. This breaks my heart to know that area around Hot Springs. As you guys know, there's Max Patch right there. There's so much beauty in that region. It says it is burning right along the Appalachian Trail. A 7.2-mile section is closed. Folks in Hot Springs are working out shuttles to get people off the trail and into Hot Springs, McDonald said. The fire is moving downslope towards NC 209, said Forest Service spokeswoman Kathy Dowd. At this time, the only structure threatened is the Deer Park shelter on the Appalachian Trail. Damn it. Approximately 20 firefighters from the U.S. Postal Service and the NC Forest Service are responding to the fire, including a North Carolina state helicopter. Okay. I'm just sorry, I was just reading that little blue link. The cause of the fire is under investigation. I'm telling you, man, if we find out it's another motherfucker that's purposely doing this, I'd be okay with the death penalty. Let's just take him out. Or you can just put me and that motherfucker in the same shelter. Guarantee you won't be doing that shit again. Just saying. In this area, because there is no canopy cover at this point, the fuels and leaves on the ground tend to dry out pretty quickly. She said it's still a good time to be very careful with fires, even though we've had a lot of rain recently. It's a good time to be, yeah, no doubt. The 2,190 mile long Appalachian Trail runs through 14 states from Georgia to Maine. Most of the thousands of through hikers, those attempting an end-to-end hike take a northward route. Okay, we already know that. There's no estimated time for the closed section of trail to reopen. Now, I will say this. Most hikers, are northbound through hikers, are honestly probably past Hot Springs at this stage. I would think that. No, I don't know about yourself. But listen, man, I don't know what's going on, but I do want to give my condolences to the town of Hot Springs. I hope they, most importantly, I mean, I love the trail, but I hope the small businesses there make it through this. No doubt about it. You know, I don't want to see places like the Smoky Mountain Diner get fucked up, or any of the hostels, anything of that nature. Laughing Heart, Elmer's, I believe, is there. You know, none of that shit. So I really hope, and if Hot Springs need help, if something goes wrong, anyone from Hot Springs, keep me updated. I'll gladly come help out, volunteer with any kind of restoration, any kind of help that's needed there. Now, I want to go along to say I have been in the works of a plan to get back on the trail, to do a small section at some point in time. I'm not going to give you dates, times, but I will tell you it will be coming. And when I say to the trail, it doesn't necessarily mean the Appalachian Trail. It doesn't mean any of that. But definitely considering a small section hike. So look forward to an announcement when it comes to that. Because as I've been saying, the last video and now you see in this video, the fire is kind of back. So we're going to go talk about that a little bit, and we'll see how everything goes. But like I said, right now, for now, no through hike attempts, just sections, just something like that, just to, you know, get my feet wet, so to speak. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you tomorrow if the news permits. Right now, I'm not saying I'm here every day, but if there's something I want to talk about, motherfucker, I'm gonna be here. I'm out. By the way, you don't like my shit? Leave, dumbasses.